folks. Another day of wheat planting. Got a 40-acre field up the road a few miles. I'm gonna go take care of it, and I was gonna be doing a lot of road work or a lot of road moving today. But we're not gonna get done today. We should knock a good bit of it out though. Dad's gonna do some more beans, and hopefully everything goes pretty good. Should knock out some acres. All right. Here, you guys like cold start videos, so let's see what happens. All right. Not much. I'm all fueled up and ready to go. Well, shoot. I guess I need Dev. Now we're ready to go. Yeah, hopefully we don't get hit by a train. Right, check, see how much seed's in this thing. Spare that whole monitor thing would really be nice, Dad. Alright, still got 2 more trips around this field before I'll have it all the way opened up. Probably don't have enough seed to do that, so I'll go ahead and fill the planter up. Really wanted to get a few more acres out of it because one more fill up I'll have to fill up right before I get done. My wife's going to be going to town here in the next few minutes. I was hoping I could get her to help me move my seed tender around, but oh well. Yep, population's a little high right there. Alright, I guess I've never explained how the seed tender works. That's the seed tender, and the only thing it does is transport seed. Before we had seed tenders, all the seed came in bags, at least ours did. And you'd have to, I mean, there'd be 80, 50-pound bags you'd have to throw in there. This is a quick, more efficient way of doing it, especially when you're running by yourself. I'm able to dump bulk shipments of seed in that seed tender. I think I could hold around 200 units of seed, so that would fill this planter 2.5 times. It runs on a conveyor with a motor back there to run the conveyor, and then there's a spout on the end of it. Use that so you can have more control where the seed goes, but I don't know, they're pretty handy. It's definitely better than 80 bags every time you gotta fill up. Hey guys, my wife was going in town, so I had her stop and pick me up to go, so I go get some lunch. I'm gonna take George some lunch. He's sitting in line here at Cargill. Get him something for his birthday. Real nice. Happy birthday!
Thank you, sir.
Hey guys, it is in fact George's birthday today. George was born in 1948 on October 24th, making him 70 years old today. George was born in Jellicoe, Tennessee. I think he moved to Ohio sometime in the mid-70s. I get a lot of questions asking if George is my dad's brother, or how what our relationship is, or if he's just always worked for us. George is he married my mom's sister, my aunt. They've been divorced now for a while, but George has always been in my life. Him and my aunt have a son close to my age. We grew up kind of like brothers, and George has always been kind of like a dad to me. My dad has said that George is about like a second brother, or another brother to him. So he's always been a very close member of our family, and we look forward to having him for many more years. But happy birthday, George. Well, all morning my auto steer's been acting a little funny. I really don't know what's going on. It seems like it's drifting quite a bit. It's not gradually drifting. Like whenever I turn around at the end of the road and come back into it, I'll be off a couple feet. I don't know what's causing that. It didn't steer me around the field like it was supposed to. It was off quite a bit doing that too. So I don't know what's going on. Now it's steering okay. I mean, sometimes stuff happens like that with any tractor I've been in with auto steer, especially steering with WAS, but I don't know. It's hard to tell, but it's working fine now. Just talked to my Hiatt Cat salesman. He walked me through a calibration for the auto steer monitor. And it's pretty simple. I just had to put it in park brake and hit start calibration. But hopefully that'll get it back to normal. It was steering really well yesterday. So far today it hasn't been doing more than poop. Alright, well, we're done with that field. Time to fold up and head down the road. Some trains. No trains. Here we go. Man, we are setting a land speed record. 35 miles an hour. Well, where are you gonna stop? Where are you gonna stop? Right across from a mailbox. Darn near wrecked his car because he wouldn't stop. Seeing that guy back there that just about wrecked his car made me think, I thought he was gonna stop, but like I said, he was about to stop right across from the mailbox. So, like, if you see a tractor coming, like, we much prefer it if you stop. I mean, I understand if you don't, if you're on a big enough road and whatnot, but it always seems like people, when they stop, like, if I got to stick, like, if I'm sticking out on the road to pass you, or sticking off the road to go around you, and you stop, that's great. But if you stop right across from a mailbox or a telephone pole or like a road sign or something, it's not much better than not stopping, because then I can't get around you. I don't know, just something I notice a lot of people do. Like, I appreciate the thought of stopping and whatnot, but maybe just look and make sure I can still pass you where you stopped at. Alright guys, my wife just got here. She's gonna give me a ride back to go get the seed tender, get that moved over here, and then I'll have enough seed between what's in the planter and what's in the tender left to plant the rest of this farm. Just got back to the field, and whenever my wife picked me up, she dropped something off. Say hi, Dax.
Hi, Dad.
He was screaming and crying for a tractor ride, so here he is. Alright guys, I am still having some issues with my auto steer. It's almost like whenever I engage the auto steer, like say when I'm making my turn, now normally you can engage your auto steer probably just a little over halfway through the turn, and the tractor will turn itself right back into that line. Well, right now it's almost like whenever I engage, if say I'm 3 feet off from being perfectly lined up onto my AB line to go straight, it will create a new straight line 3 feet off from where it needs to be. I don't know why it's doing that, but it seems to be what it's doing. It is getting kind of late in the day, but I have been on the phone with people trying to figure it out. Still kind of trying to figure out what would cause that, but I at least know what it's doing now, so it's kind of predictable, which is better than what it was before. So I don't know. I am going to be able to still plant the rest of the day. I'm just going to run my markers down and get lined up before I hit the engage button. It's kind of a pain in the butt. I'm sure it could be something I'm doing, like I might have pushed a button out of what it's supposed to. I don't know. Whether this thing could need updated, or there could actually be a problem with the monitor. I don't know yet. But I have pretty confident they'll get to the bottom of it. Our AGCO rep is at a company meeting, a training event, oddly enough, on this monitor, I believe. He is supposed to be back Thursday evening or Friday morning, and he said he will stop first thing Friday morning. So, the only problem is it's supposed to be raining, but that's just my luck sometimes.
Hello.
Say happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Say happy birthday, George.
And happy birthday, Dad.
What are you doing, buddy? Thank you.
He's riding back and forth with Daddy. All those buttons, just leave him alone.
Why?
Because you start hitting buttons, we're going to start doing circles.
That's the circle?
Maybe.
Baby.
Yeah, that's your mama. I think she's going to take you home now, okay?
Why?
Well, it's dinner time, bub. It's time to go get dinner. Oh, okay.
Mommy! Mommy! Mama!
Hey, you little traitor.
Mama racing.
Well, the little man just went home. He was ready. As soon as I said dinner, tractor ride was over. He got a lot of his daddy in him. At least half. I hope. Get this text from my wife. Turns out there's more leftover spaghetti than I thought. You can eat too. Yay, dinner! Time to fill up again. Turns out the seed tender's about empty, so now I'm going after seed. Well, I'm just getting back to the field. I got the tender loaded up. Went ahead and grabbed some dinner while I was at the house. Ate it on the way here. Hopefully we can get this planter loaded up. And we got two more, or this field and another field I'd like to get done tonight. We'll just have to see how this first one goes. Now I'm opening up this field over here. This is we got 20 acres here, and I got a 45 acre field by my house I would like to plant tonight. Hope to get it done. I've got a lot of crap to prepare for tomorrow for the fit thing, so we'll see what time I get down here. And we really roughed it tonight. Instant coffee. I actually don't mind instant coffee at all. In fact, I prefer it over some other crappy coffees I've had. Gigantic groundhog hole. That was a, there's a new 4-lane built right behind us on the, went through right through the middle of this farm, and they got a fill out of that from us. So that's how gravelly our ground is. That is straight bank run gravel down there. But one thing about it, we get pretty cheap gravel to gravel our lanes. You know, it's ours. That's one thing I should point out. Like there's a lot of gravelly ground in this area. Luckily, we're not a very drought-prone area, knock on wood. But most of our ground is river bottom ground, and on each end of it, like there's that stretch of the river, there's like 6 or 7 straight miles of farm ground. Not all of it is ours, but on each end of that, there is a gravel quarry. So that should tell you something about the soil types we got. Yeah, first couple times you see the lights, it's fun and exciting. I'm getting tired of them now. Alright guys, we got done with that field. Now I'm gonna just move this back to the shed over at the house. And once we get back from the AGCO thing tomorrow, hopefully plant the field that I was gonna try to do tonight. But it's about 9 o'clock now, and if I start that field, it'll probably be around midnight before I get done. There's a couple tile blowouts in it that I need to go around, so probably wait till, like I said, wait till tomorrow afternoon before I start on that field. Is the plan for now. I don't think I'm fitting through there. Alright guys, that's going to be it for today. Didn't quite get what we wanted done today, but Dad ended up having a pretty productive day in bean harvest. So you have days like that, but got a pretty early start tomorrow. I'm gonna take a semi to get dropped off, or drop it off to get a new tarp put on it at our local Tempe dealer. And then me and Dad will be making our way to the Fent demo. So look forward to that tomorrow. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, follow me on Instagram or like us on Facebook. Instagram's Brian's Outdoor Videos, Facebook Brown Farms. Link in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Alright guys, today is Thursday, October 25th. We just got back from the Fent Ideal Combine demo, so wasn't real sure what to do with this. We're going to plant some wheat, and Dad's running beans right now. I didn't think we'd be back in time to do any harvest actions, so thought I would film this and put it at the end of this video, just because I wasn't sure what else to do with it, since there wasn't supposed to be a harvest video for the day. So I guess this is bonus footage. Alright guys, I'm just getting started planting around this field. My auto steer is working fine today. While I was up at the Fent Ideal Combine demo, I discussed it with a couple people. My dad was talking to a product specialist. He was a product specialist for the combine, not their auto steer, but their combine uses the same monitor as the Challenger. It's not called the AccuTerminal, it's called the Vario Terminal, or whatever Fent calls it. But he was telling me that there is a software issue, and he told me something along the lines of whenever I selected a certain way path or way line, that started that like corrupted the software or something like that. I don't know, but I don't know if where it's set overnight and hasn't been used in a while, if maybe that has something to do with it. but I chose a different way line and now I'm steering fine. So I'm curious to see if that lasts the rest of the evening. I hope so. Oh, that's a sandwich.
Yeah, it's a humbling experience to realize that Mother Nature sometimes has...
Well, I guess I started eating dinner too soon. Didn't realize it, but I'm about out of seed. I don't have enough to make it back around the field, so I better fill up now. But I'm at least right beside the truck. And we're loaded. You may notice that the lids are all up and that there's seed hanging out the top. I did that because there is like 32 or 3 acres left of this field. And typically on a fill-up, I can plant 31 acres. So I'm trying to just get just a little bit of extra seed, so maybe I can do this without having to fill up again. Now, back to dinner time. Alright guys, there's a wet hole in this field. It was here whenever we were cutting these beans. Pretty sure there's a tile through there that's plugged up or something, but we don't have time to fix it right now before we need to get this wheat in the ground. So I'm going to plant around this wet hole. That's what I'm doing right now. I'll try to put an aerial picture in right now, or an aerial video of where this hole is, but I'm going to go around it instead of through it for a couple of reasons. One, there's a decent chance it would probably plug the units on the planter, which I don't want to spend all evening unplugging. And two, the seed will be wasted. They're going to get drowned out real quick. That water's not going anywhere anytime soon. It had to stay dry for a long time for that water to leave, I'm thinking. So this winter, we will come back in here and fix that field tile, and hopefully that'll be gone by the time we plant double crops next summer. Well, so far, steering's been fine today. Planted about 22 or 23 acres so far this evening, and now as soon as I say that, I'll probably start sweeping all over the place. Alright, we got the seed, or the drill filled back up. It's a little cold out there, so I'm trying out the butt warmer in this seat. Well, that's all the planting for tonight. Ended up getting 45 acres done, so not bad for what time I started. I just got to go home, edit a bunch of film, and go to sleep and repeat. First we got to move some stuff in. But hey, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.